How's it going, everyone? Marriland here. Oh yeah, that's right. I am at the Rockford, Illinois pre-release. Yeah, we're playing Phantom Forces today. It's gonna be great, gonna have a lot of fun. Don't know if you can see over here, but a lot of people are dressing up with Halloween costumes, including myself. I'm going as a shaman, of course. I even have kind of green sleeves. Figured that'd be kind of fun. But anyway, haven't started yet, just kind of waiting around to see, you know, get everyone registered and whatnot, and then I will get the packs, and that should be pretty fun. But yeah, I will see you in a moment. Okay, so I wasn't even entirely sure that I was going to get in today because it's a full crowd, which is crazy, but I did manage to get my 6 packs. I have to wait just a moment until I can open them, but I'm excited. Look at these look really cool. Oh yeah, nice. All right, I will open them up in just a moment. Okay, so finally I'm able to open my packs here. So let's go ahead and see what I get. Oh man. So let's see. Can you scoot the camera just a little closer here? There we go. All right, so we got a Muna, Spearow, Gulpin, Yanma, Joltik. Ooh, a Gengar Spirit Link. That's interesting. Your turn does not end if the Pokemon this card is attached to becomes Mega Gengar EX. That's interesting. It gets around the whole Mega Evolution problem. Explode. Wild. Whoa, a Mystery Energy. It's a mystery. So the retreat cost of the Pokemon this is attached to is 2 less. That's kind of interesting on Psychic Pokemon. AZ. Put one of your Pokemon into your hand. That's interesting. Lampen. And then a code card, which I'm going to be keeping. All right, so 1 pack down. Let's open up the next pack. Oh, Chansey! Look at that! That's awesome! I love Chansey. Alright, Muna again. Bronzor. Purloin. Swaddle. Boldor. And Mighty Yenna. Alright, Dimension Valley. Each psychic Pokemon's attacks, both yours and your opponent's, cost 1 colorless less. That's interesting. Manectric Spirit Link, sort of like the Gengar Spirit Link, except for Manectric. You guessed it. Okay, and then Loudred. All right, 2 packs opened. Let's go ahead and open up pack number 3. All right, so we got Whismur, we got Swirlix, Poochyena, Yanma, Spearow, Gumi, and whoa, what is this? Jamming Net. Interesting. It's all red and everything. And it has the word flare on it. So let's see. Attach this Pokemon tool to one of your opponent's Pokemon EX. It doesn't already have a Pokemon tool attached to it. That's interesting. The attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 20 less damage to all defending Pokemon. Wow, when this card is removed from a Pokemon for any reason, put this card in its owner's discard pile. That's kind of wild, actually. I like that. It's wild. Okay, and another Mystery Energy, Gengar Spirit Link, and a Kingler. Okay, well, it looks like that is a rare foil, so that's kind of neat. All right, Gligar. It looks cool, though. It's a cool-looking Gligar. Oh, that Helioptile is adorable. Look at that thing. Okay, Krabby. Totodile. I can't do a Totodile voice. Alamamola, Skarmory, and Pachirisu. Gonna win Worlds, right? I don't think this thing's gonna win Worlds ever. Swadloon. And Enhanced Hammer's back. Interesting. Okay, and Fearow as well. Okay, so 1 good card so far, but that's about it. Hopefully I can get something else kind of nifty in here. So another Gligar, Finneon, Swirlix, Murkrow, Zubat, Lumineon. Interesting, I guess. Ooh, foil Chandelure. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, flip a coin. If heads, the attacking Pokemon is knocked out. Oh, great. Gengar all over again. And Curse Drop. Gengar all over again. Okay, put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto his or her bench. That's interesting, this Target Whistle. Girafarig. Wow, that's a derpy looking Girafarig. Look at that thing. That thing's crazy. And a Sliggoo. Okay, so I guess Chandelure is another foil. Final pack. No EX or anything too exciting, really. But that Team Flare card's pretty cool. So got Bronzor, Purloin, Swaddle, Frillish, Dino, another Frillish, and a Bronzong. Oh, joy. Trick Coin. Once during your turn, after you flip any coins for an attack of the Pokemon this card is attached to, you may ignore all effects of those coin flips and begin flipping those coins again. Ooh, that's interesting. Target Whistle and Hand Scope. Your opponent reveals his or her hand. Interesting. So nothing all that much really, but hey, you know what? I guess that's fine. We'll see what kind of deck I can build with this, but I better get to that. Okay, so here is a look at my deck. It is really not all that good at all. I just kind of had to go with what I got. So the only real line I have for a stage 3 line is actually this Whismur line. The Explode, if I can get to that, it's pretty good with Boom Burst doing 20 to everything. And then Hyper Voice 4 for 90. I mean, it's a pain to get out in a pre-release, but oh well. I have some water types over here. Luminion was just sort of a I need more Pokemon thing, but Neon Sign lets me search my deck for up to 2 Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into my hand. So I could use that to maybe get one of the evolution lines that I'm missing. Kingler does a lot of damage with Crab Hammer, but it takes a lot of energy, so I don't feel good about that. I got some evolutions up here. I have a 2-1 Fearow line, and I guess my hope here is with Fly. I think that might work okay with this trick coin that I got that lets me reflip if I want once per turn. So maybe I can fly and just stall for a while or something, because that will prevent all of the effects of attacks, including damage if I get heads. Then I have Mighty N in here just because it does a lot of damage and it resists Psychic, and I think there might be some Psychic things, so might as well. These two, they're just kind of bulky. I might run 2 or 3 Psychic Energy just for Giraffrig's Psybite, but I really don't know about that. Not feeling too great. And then Alomomola, just because it's kind of bulky. And then I have some trainers over here. So I have an Enhanced Hammer up here to discard Special Energy. I have 2 of these Target Whistles. I figure I can just put useless stuff back onto the opponent's bench. The Trick Coin, which will hopefully work well with Fearow. And then down here I have AZ as my lone supporter in the deck. Yeah, great. I don't have any card drawing at all. And that Jamming Net thing, which will hopefully slow down my opponent's Pokemon EX. But yeah, that's the deck I'm going to run today. I don't know exactly how much energy I will be adding to it, because I will need some energy. I haven't counted yet, but I'll probably do mostly water energy with a little bit of dark and a little bit of psychic. Yeah, let's see how that turns out then. Okay, so I was at table 25, and I ended up losing my first game. Not that it's a big surprise with that deck or anything, but like I started with Finneon. It's like, ugh, that's so gross. So even though I started with Finneon, I just kept using Pound, and he wasn't getting anything either. He had 2 Purloin on the bench with 2 energies each. I think he was trying to get his Liepard. He didn't get his Liepard for the longest time, so that's really crazy. In fact, he didn't even get them through the game. They were in the last 3 cards of his deck. He almost decked himself. He was down to, I think, 4, but he got a Golbat at the end, and then used that to knock out my my Side Beam Giraffrig thing. I got a Psychic Energy on it early on, so that was pretty cool. But it was closer than I thought it would be, but it was still a massacre. But yeah, so I'm 0-1 right now, but that's fine, that's fine. I think we're going to play 3 rounds today, so it should be pretty fun. Anyway, I'll let you know how I go in the next round, and yeah, hopefully it'll be better than this last one.
Hello, Ash, tell your mother I said hi.
Alright, so I ended up winning my second game, surprisingly enough, which is rather crazy. Trying to think how it went. So yeah, basically I just had I started with Alomomola, I think, and I used that. I don't remember how it went. I know he knocked something out, and then I used Poochyena, evolved it into Mighty N. I had Alomomola. It was all right. I did some like healing thing, which was kind of cool. But in the end, I ended up getting my energy, and I crushed him for a bit. He was using Pachirisu, which turns your weakness into lightning, and then like next turn, it hits you really hard. So I just had to keep like switching and stuff. That worked out fairly well. But yeah, so I did end up getting that win. I'm currently 1-1, so that's cool. It's against a friend of mine, so that's always kind of fun. But yeah, so 1 more round left. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so I ended up actually winning Game 3, which was really surprising. It was interesting because I didn't have a very good start. I had 5 basic Pokemon. That's a lot. So I set them down. I led with Luminion, or not Luminion, Finian, but I managed to draw into the Luminion on the turn that I became poisoned, because I was just going to sacrifice it and wait until I got Mighty Anna going. But I got the Luminion, so it was awesome. So I evolved that, got rid of poison, and then used its attack to search for Pokemon. So I was able to evolve like everything on my bench. And I ended up evolving Mighty Anna right away and attaching on that, and I just used Mighty Anna, and it was so strong because it's a dark type. He was using, well, psychic types, but they're actually like poison and ghost. So I was resistant. He was weak with a lot of his Pokemon, and Mighty Anna just was really good. So yeah, I actually ended up going 2-1, which is awesome. So I'm gonna open up my packs in just a moment here. I'll let you know what I get. Okay, so this is what I ended up getting after the end of the day. It's a little Ziploc baggie, and it has this Bronzong promo card here, which is pretty cool. That's an exclusive you get. Plus, since it's Halloween, of course, there's some trick-or-treat candy. Oh yeah, Cowtails and Twizzlers, very nice. And even a really cool trick-or-treat ticket thing. It's a QR code for my brother's book, actually, Tale of the Wisconsin Werewolf. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, definitely check that out. You have to get it before 11/2, though. But yeah, anyway, so this is a promo card. It's a promo Bronzong, which is cool. I pulled one earlier, but it was not the promo version. This one has, I think, either different art or it's just like foil or something. But needless to say, it's pretty cool. All right, now let me go ahead and open up these 2 extra packs at the very end to see what I get. All right, so got Dino, Gligar, Litwick. Yeah, that's the thing I just destroyed with my Mighty Anna. Yanma, Totodile, Foil Whismur, cool. And, oh, there's the MVP of my deck, Mighty Anna. That thing was surprisingly good. Yeah, it's just a rare, though. It's not all that great. Loudred, Battle Compressor. This is an interesting card. You search your deck for up to 3 cards and discard them. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Why on earth would you want to do that? Well, there are some cards that affect things from the discard pile, so getting them into the discard pile in the first place can be rather difficult, so this actually helps with that. And then a Swadloon. Okay, will I get a Pokemon EX? Will I? I don't know. Not looking good so far, but maybe this final pack will have one. Let's see. Poochyena, Sewaddle, Chansey. Aw, it's adorable. Goomy, Krabby, and a foil Goomy. And last but not least, Gliscor. Submission hold. Your opponent can't attach energy from his or her hand to the defending Pokemon during his or her next turn. That's interesting, I guess. Doesn't look that great, really, unfortunately. Swadloon, Enhanced Hammer, and a Fearow. And then the code card. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I got all that much, but it's fine. It's fine. I still went 2-1. That's a lot of fun. Got some interesting cards, and it's just cool to see Phantom Forces. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I will be doing a Madison video as well. It might even be merged in with this. But anyway, thanks for watching.